Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Jay the Great, and welcome back to another anime reaction video here today. And yes, I'm bringing you two Swagkage Naruto videos here today because I know you guys messed with it, man. And I've had several of you say you guys enjoy it. And I just want to say thank you for all the love, man. I love all of y'all. It motivates me to keep going. You know, I rock with y'all. We're family, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep being a family and keep reacting to these videos and getting lit because Naruto is the shit. But today we got the Uchiha clan versus every Hokage, brought to you by Swagkage again. And I'm going to keep saying it in every single video. He's one of the most knowledgeable and, you know, biggest experts on all of YouTube. So we're going to check this out together, and I'm very excited for this one. But before we begin, if you enjoy, please think about showing some love. Any love is greatly appreciated. Hit that like button, turn on bell notifications to stay up to date with yours truly. And if you're new and you enjoy, you know, you got to hit that sub button, man, because once you do, you're part of the family forever. But let's get straight to the video screen. Let's see who wins this battle according to Swagkage.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Swagkage here today. Brought Seth with me again. We're doing
we got Seth.
Those,
okay.
Whatchamacallits, collabs.
Videos.
And nice.
Yeah. Today the topic at hand is something that we've been asked to do like a billion times. People are like, hey, so what if all the Hokage fought the 7 strongest Uchiha?
All right.
In order to answer that question, you kind of have to answer a second question, which is, well, then who's the 7 strongest Uchiha? And now you got the obvious stuff, right? You got like, Sasuke, Itachi, Obito, and Madara. But then,
yeah, definitely,
it's a little bit trickier because you have to start looking at like the weird like secondary Uchiha.
Because there's not like the main 7 Uchiha like there is the Kage, yeah.
Exactly.
So the 3 that we settled on were Izuna, Shisui, and Fugaku. Everybody knows Shisui, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows Izuna. For those unaware,
yes.
Fugaku is Itachi and Sasuke's dad. So we have a much longer version of this video that we initially recorded, where we went into a ton of detail. We looked at it character by character, like individual matchup by individual matchup. But it was like an hour long. And that takes a lot of time to edit.
A lot of energy as well.
Yeah. So we decided we would compress it down to how each team wins, right? We're going to go over the various win conditions.
Also, the original recording in the description.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we can go on, if you guys want me to react to that full hour-long video besides this one, you know, if this video gets 15 likes, I'll do it. You know, and if enough of you say in the comments you want it, I'll react to that one soon. Just to let you know. Let's continue.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it there. You can check it out if you want. Grab yourself a bag of popcorn.
Grab your popcorn, folks.
Snack for a little bit. Naruto and Sasuke are obviously way stronger.
They got their big cojones here, yeah.
Yeah, they are by far the strongest members of their respective teams, and
yeah.
if either of them like
outright win or loses, yeah.
Yeah. Then their team wins.
Yeah.
That's generally the rule of thumb that we're going with here. But there are a handful of other ways that each team may be able to secure a victory that involves using a bit more teamwork. Now, the second one. And in order to explain this, we gotta explain some stuff about like Hiruzen, right? So why don't you go ahead and take the wheel here, Seth?
We can say that, you know, Prime Hiruzen is either stronger than Hashirama, he's the strongest original Kage because of the data books, or you can say, oh, maybe he's just kind of like implied to be stronger than Tobirama, but because he knows every jutsu in the leaf, including the Hiden abilities like Shadow Possession and Expansion and possibly all these other hacks, forbidden techniques, that he became a goddess shinobi that people considered stronger than Hashirama overall because of his hacks abilities and is already greater than Tobirama level power. So he's insane, right? That's what we're going to be using as Hiruzen in this video.
Okay.
However, in all honesty, I think even if Hiruzen's like stronger than Hashirama, it really doesn't matter. Like it kind of yeah, it still depends on Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah, he's definitely not as strong as those two. No one is.
Is like he's got all the jutsu in the leaf, including all of the Hiden abilities, like the clan exclusive ones. So one like cheater move that he could do is use Shadow Possession jutsu on Shisui
with clones.
Yeah, and then like steal Kodo Matsukami and cast it on all the Uchiha. Now I don't know if this would
Damn.
be an outright win, because I'm pretty sure Sasuke could resist it if he could resist the infinite Tsukuyomi. But now he'd have to fight 13 people with no help instead of 7
shit.
people with
That'd be
no help.
insane, dude.
Which
Holy
would be,
moly.
substantially more difficult, but I still don't know if this would like outright win the fight, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Now the other thing that Hiruzen might be able to do, and this is more included as a joke, I don't think he'd actually be able to do it, but if he opens the 8th gate, he might be problematic.
shit.
Now, I don't think that he actually can, but like,
Nah,
it's implied
I
from
doubt
lore
that.
and like some of the data books that he knows every jutsu in the leaf.
Yeah.
And the 8 gates aren't like an actual jutsu, but mastering the ability to open them, it's something that you can train to do, and like,
I think it's considered in the jutsu files in the data book. It might be.
maybe. In any case, he might be able to do it, and in his base form, he should be stronger than base form Guy. So, like, if he were to go 8th gate, like, with all these other crazy jutsu that he should also have, he might actually be a bit of a threat. Like, can you just imagine him there with the red skin and, like, the stupid, like, helmet? Like,
Imagine if we took, like,
Oh my God.
like, stronger than Hashirama and he used 8th gate. He's, like, 100 times stronger or
Holy
something. Like,
moly.
yeah,
oh, dude.
yikes.
Yeah, maybe he would be a problem.
But I don't think that he can, so we're just gonna...
That is a
Gonna
win condition,
disregard that.
maybe. You know, maybe you'd help
If
Sasuke.
he
I don't
can,
know.
in the weird fan fiction land where he can do that, yeah.
Which is all of the
Sheesh.
Hokage win conditions, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, it's-
So another one is like Hashirama uses the Buddha statue, and like Naruto combines it with the Kurama avatar.
Holy
Like the
shit.
majestic attire
That would be
Susanoo, but,
legendary.
instead with- it's like a majestic attire Buddha statue.
that can be countered by the other team.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we'll go
we'll
into
get into-
later, but yeah.
And then like
Yeah.
there's some other stuff like Naruto giving the Hokage like Biju cloaks, and Naruto using boil release to kill Sasuke by like amping himself sort of the same way that Hiruzen would with the 8th gate. But this is all very loose stuff that doesn't necessarily like automatically translate to a win. So let's move over to the Uchiha side. They have some stuff that's much more definitive. So the lamest way they can win is if Sasuke loses, then Obito can just suck himself up in the Kamui, maybe a couple other people, and just wait for everyone to die. 'Cause he has like Zetsu cells. And he can also summon the Geto Mazo, because this is like War Obito with the Rinnegan. So
Oh,
he can just
shit.
keep pumping himself with chakra the way Madara did. And I'm pretty sure all the Hokage would just die, and Obito would win.
Or if he hooked up to the Geto Mazo, he could live forever anyway, or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
And then Naruto and all the Hokage are implied to have like shorter lifespans. The first win condition for the Uchiha is, and you'll notice that Sasuke is a theme here, but number 1 is Sasuke puts all the Hokage under Genjutsu but Naruto and seals them in Chubaku Tensei.
Holy
And
shit.
then after sealing them in Chubaku Tensei, should still have enough power to fight Naruto solo, but then has all of the other Uchiha to help him. So if you guys don't remember,
That
Sasuke
would
actually
be-
started his beef with Naruto by
Jesus.
instant Genjutsuing all of the Bijou, including a Ninetales half, by the way, and then sealing them all away, and then was still able to fight Naruto like nothing happened right after that.
Pretty
This is
impressive, I
in
agree.
character, Sasuke fights like this. So Sasuke might actually just Chubaku Genjutsu all of those Kage, and it would be in character to do so, and then it would just be an easy stomp. It would just be Naruto, but with Sasuke having like all these people backing up Sasuke
Yeah.
against him. When you take the 9 tails,
He'd probably be overwhelmed.
and all of Obito's Bijou, and it's kind of like, And that's actually another win condition as well, is Sasuke uses Madara's 9 tails that he can summon, as well as Obito's Bijou.
This is kind of like a combination of different win conditions. So one of the win conditions.
Let me give you this scenario real quick. I wanted to just mention this. Obito's Biju, the Hokage, are caught in what is it called? Chibaku Tensei, in those small masses of land, right? What if it's the tailed beast that Obito's got, right? Or the ones that Sasuke got at the end, right? Or, no, let's just say the ones Obito has, right? So we know where we are. So he has that, and he has a Hokage. He starts using all their chakra and puts it into his Susanoo. I think Naruto gets overwhelmed. He's fucked. I mean, and then plus that, they're gonna have Madara, Obito, Itachi, Shisui helping him, right? What if the chakra goes into all their Susanos, all of them, I'm talking Itachi's, Madara's perfect Susanoo, Sasuke Susanoo. Like, it's GG's, man. Holy moly, that's a hell of a scenario. But that's if Sasuke would be able to catch the Hokages in Genjutsu. That's a big if, right? Relatively big if. But let's continue. That's just a hell of a scenario I just thought of. Holy shit, man. That would be ridiculous. That's all I have to say.
We thought of was Itachi gives Sasuke the Totsuka blade and the Yaramir, and you guys might be like, what is this? This is stupid, right? But so Orochimaru makes it sound like these are weapons that you could like find in the world. He's like, what? The legendary Totsuka blade and Yaramir, right? Like these are things maybe he like knew about before Itachi was even born, and Itachi's in possession of them. Itachi either found them at some point or they were like a part of his Susanoo, but like it seems like he might be able to like pass them off to Sasuke.
It did sound like that when Orochimaru said that. It sounded like Itachi found them somewhere.
Blade. So that's why Orochimaru knew about it.
I don't really see any reason why Itachi wouldn't be able to give Sasuke, because like it's very clear that Uchiha are able to manipulate their Susanoo pretty freely. Right, like Sasuke's able to like wrap it around the entire Kurama avatar.
Oh man, that is sick.
He's able to cause it to like sprout legs or retract the legs. It has multiple forms. So like I see no reason to believe that if Itachi wanted to just chuck the shield and chuck the sword towards Sasuke like this wouldn't be able to happen.
Or just have Itachi just like wrap his Susanoo arm around Sasuke's perfect Susanoo and just have him hold him, right?
Well, and like one thing they might be able to do is do this like, but with even more layers. So you could have like Itachi Susanoo stacked with Madara Susanoo, stacked with Sasuke Susanoo.
Jesus.
And then they might be able to wrap that Susanoo around Kurama, and then start flying around with the Totsuka blade and the Yaramir, blasting people with Biju bombs and stabbing them with the
Oh
Totsuka
my
blade.
god,
Like,
that is bonkers.
Yeah, and then as well as Sasuke being able to absorb all of the other Biju, it's pretty oof.
now I know this sounds stupid, right? And granted, it is.
The
Yeah,
battle
a little
itself
bit.
is stupid, it's like a DeviantArt battle, but
That's true. Like, how would
It's
this
a little
even
bit
happen?
holy shit.
But
It's a little
so
bit
even if you want to say
crazy.
there's no way you can just take out the Totsuka blade and give it to Sasuke. There's no way you can combine Susanoo. How would they even do that, dude? Okay, fine, master. Fun, please. Well,
Facts.
what Sasuke could do is use his Rinnegan teleportation powers that we know he has for sure, and just start teleporting people into the Totsuka blade. Then what are the Hokage gonna do? Huh? Now maybe the Totsuka blade won't steal Naruto if somebody like Itachi is using it. Sure, that's totally fair, but then again, you sort of run into the same problem for the Hokage that they would have if Sasuke sealed them all, which is that Naruto now has to fight against a full team of Uchiha with no help, while Sasuke has the help of his entire clan. Like, how would Naruto beat him by himself?
And I can see some arguments for people being like, well, I don't think any of those Uchiha can actually like amp, or they're not enough like to actually hurt Naruto on their own. And we actually talked about this on my channel with Naruto and Sasuke versus all of Naruto Shippuden, right?
Another video if you guys want, let me know.
He
just talked about.
Give Sasuke those special weapons. They can give Sasuke a full 9 tails of chakra, which is more chakra than Sasuke absorbed to actually destroy Naruto and tie with him after Naruto absorbed all possible nature energy in the area. But now a full 9 tails would be even more than that, because half of the 9 tails is like almost all of the Biju put together pretty much.
Exactly.
On a full one, plus all of the Biju that Obito has. If they do win and Sasuke gets his hands on Madara and Obito's assets, he straight up overpowers and destroys Naruto. Like, it's
Yeah,
not even
I think it'd be too much. It'd be too overwhelming for Naruto, I agree.
That's what we're trying to get at. As well as the fact that, say Naruto somehow survived, and it's like, they're fighting like, base form, they're beating each other up all day and night. It's like Naruto, who can barely stand up, is gonna stop Madara,
Yeah, no way.
Like, he's gonna beat up Madara.
It's not possible.
Yeah, like the Naruto with like who had like the chubby little like lump over his eye, like that injured. Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe you think Six Paths Naruto is like universal plus infinity power level, and even when fatigued, he's still infinitely stronger than Madara or something. But I think most normal people are gonna tell you, like, no, I don't think Naruto, who can barely walk, is gonna beat, Madara and Obito, right?
Yeah,
That's the point
I
of
agree.
us bringing all that up. So basically, with all of those Uchiha there, Sasuke has all the same stuff he did to tie with Naruto the first time. You can imply Naruto's maybe not trying his best versus Sasuke at first, but now Sasuke's stronger than before, as well as having that extra support after they do tie, which isn't even gonna happen. So that's the point, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and,
fair.
I mean, there's also all that other stuff we mentioned, which, as stupid as it sounds for like Itachi to give Sasuke his spirit weapons, one thing you gotta keep in mind is the eyes that are currently in Sasuke's sockets are Itachi's. Like, it's not like Sasuke had them temporarily and then got his own eyes back. Like, that's Itachi's Rinnegan in there, right?
Itachi's Rinnegan, yeah, like, it's such a weird thing to
what
think
a
about.
cursed statement, but that's what it is. And so, like, maybe Sasuke would, like, have, like, a better affinity for these weapons than, like without Itachi's eyes. Like, I don't know. I think that there's just a lot more that you can say in favor of the Uchiha than you can in favor of the Kage.
That's what it seems like, man.
Good
Jesus.
Synergy, Itachi and Sasuke, that Itachi could just tap Sasuke on the forehead and give him on the Tarasu, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Let alone, like, giving him his actual eyeballs and then, saying he can't use the Tosca blade, if he handed it to him or something. Like, I know it sounds like we're giving... oh yes, Sasuke, oh, you gonna beat up Naruto. If you listen to our original recording,
we thought the Hokage were gonna win. We thought they had it in the bag.
We were talking about how the Hokage were winning for like an hour, and then the last 10 minutes were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, what if Sasuke...
Yeah, Sasuke can actually do weird things, So like, we really aren't trying to be biased. We thought the Hokage were winning. And in fact, this is in defense of Swag, so I know it's gonna happen. Off air, he was like, I really want the Hokage to win so people don't say I'm sucking him off. I'm like, bro. And here's the thing, like, me, myself, also came up with a lot of these arguments. So it's not just, Swag being, an Uchiha, Tard, or whatever. Like, this is, like, genuinely...
No, Seth came up with the Genjutsu thing like that. I didn't even think about that. Like, the Genjutsu Chibaku Tensei combo.
That's a good one.
That didn't even cross my mind. And then it's like, yeah, he could do that to the Biju. Surely he could do it to the Hokage. And I mean, there's also other stuff that we haven't even mentioned yet. Like, we do mention in the Naruto and Sasuke versus everyone video that Sasuke should have some kind of resistance to Kodo Matsukami because he was able to resist the infinite Tsukuyomi.
Yeah.
Naruto has never
yeah.
shown such a resistance. And you may say, well, Swag, you fool, Jinchuriki are famous for being able to break out of Genjutsu. Remember when B said that? Well then, explain to me how Obito, without a Mangekyo Genjutsu, was able to control a perfect Jinchuriki for years, and nobody knew, right?
Exactly.
Like, he was doing some Shisui
That's true.
stuff
That's true.
without Shisui's eye. And so I don't know. I don't know if Naruto's status as a Jinchuriki will protect him from Kodo Matsukami, especially because it's implied to be like an area of effect thing, and you don't even really have to activate it. You don't even have to look in it. Actually, remember Danzo was controlling Mifune with it like covered.
Yeah.
The people didn't know he even had a Sharingan. So like,
Exactly.
I don't know. Shisui might be able to catch him slipping. I'm just saying.
Like, you could say maybe like, oh, well, it's implied, Obito can only control the Nine Tails for such amount of time. Like, maybe if someone's super, super powerful, you can't like forcibly control them, but that's not the point of Kodo Matsukami or Tsukuyomi.
It like implants commands in their mind.
Like, the reason Tsukuyomi was so scary to Naruto is because if he gets hit by it, his tailed beast can't help him because the entire illusion happens like that, like a snap. Like, it's like a snap. And, like, he can make an entire lifetime happen in a picosecond. An actual picosecond, he can make you live an entire lifetime. That's why it's so scary, because they can't just snack you out of it, because none of them even know you're in it, right? None of them can even help you. And with
It's
Kodo
basically
Matsukami,
Jinchuriki proof versus Tsukuyomi.
It's not forcibly controlling you, right? It's not like, like Obito shooting all his chakra, his Chad chakra into your brain and forcing you to move around how he wants, like the Nine Tails. It hits you to a point where you don't even know you're under Genjutsu. Like, you don't even realize that you've been, like, subconsciously manipulated. So, it's like...
Yeah, how would Naruto break out if he doesn't even know?
maybe you could say, oh, maybe the Nine Tails want to get hit by it or something, and then maybe you'd be able to snap him out of it, or like take control of Naruto's body. I have no idea really. Like the Kodomatsu Kami part might be a little bit weird and flip-floppy, but
I mean, it can definitely catch everybody else. That's for sure. That's the thing.
Yeah, so it is implied like that it does work pretty strongly. I mean, if you want to say like it works like a normal Genjutsu, if they're too strong, it overpowers it. Sure, whatever, go ahead. But it definitely would work on the weaker people at least. So it does give them an advantage in that department. So
yeah, they'd be able to at least steal like Kakashi and Tsunade, I guess.
And then like, you know, if we do the whole 1v1s, you know, maybe like they'll get an advantage to climb up the ladder, you know, and then help Sasuke eventually or something.
There's just more ways that the Uchiha managed to win than
yeah, it's pretty difficult to see Hokage winning, but
less fan-made
Jesus
ways as well, like more realistic ways.
And like worst case scenario is like the Uchiha have Izanagi, and then like double worst case scenario, again Kamui or go into Kaguya's dimension. Well, there's also Sasuke can keep bringing back everybody with the Rinnegan. Yeah. With
yep, there's that too. Jesus.
Obito might even be able to bring back Sasuke if he messes up, you know, like...
Yeah, Rinne Rebirth, that's right. Can you imagine, like, Naruto's like, I finally beat him, and then Maduro's like, yeah, we need that guy. And so he, like, forces Obito...
I'm at a loss for words, guys. I don't even know what to counter with, because they're right.
Back, and Naruto's like, oh, man.
She have all these jutsus and these abilities that
I'm
are
not saying they win 100%
so
guaranteed or
powerful. I don't know what to say.
You can make arguments for both sides. We're just saying it seems more than likely to go in their favor.
Yeah.
You know, it seems somewhat more possible, more realistic maybe. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna stand on the video, my opinion. So
feel free to let us know what you guys think. How we're both just biased shill sellouts for the Uchiha.
Can't wait.
Made a good video on their side, I'll tell you that.
Again, we've mentioned it a handful of times throughout this one about Naruto and Sasuke versus everybody, like the whole series. We don't really talk about like all the characters in detail.
Because you don't need to.
But but you don't need to. Just go watch it. It's great. It'll be a fun time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Again, go check out Seth. Watch your other videos.
Go check them out, man. They're awesome. They're awesome. Alright, guys. There you guys have that, but I have to give my sense on this. That was basically mostly Uchiha based. And it's not like they're just, you know, giving the Hokage no chance. But those Genjutsus, man, from several Uchiha members are a real problem. Like they said, not even Jinchurikis can break out of the Tsukuyomi because it happens so damn quick. By the time the QB even notices, it's over. It's a snap. It's quicker than a snap. It's indescribably fast, you know, and then you're dead. That's the problem. So Itachi, I think, would be an issue for the Hokage. I think besides Naruto, I think for Naruto, he could deal with Itachi, I think, because he's just so much quicker and so much more powerful than him. But, you know, like they said, the real powerhouses are Sasuke and Naruto, right? They're going to go at it. I mean, both sides are probably going to know those two are the strongest. I think the best way to avoid Genjutsu, and I don't know if this is even a guarantee, would be Naruto giving each Hokage a clone to back them up. Maybe a clone or two to back them up while they fight the other Uchiha, and Naruto has to deal with Sasuke. Yeah. And then if Obito has, you know, if he has the other tailed beast like he did in the war, he'll probably just give that to Sasuke and let him put them in Chubaku Tensei, right? And give him more amp his power up. All that chakra's coming into him. But if we're going based off reanimated Hokages, Minato does have QB chakra mud as well. So that's gonna be there. Maybe he could give all the chakra to Naruto and give Naruto a boost. He might be even stronger than Sasuke at that point. Like even more strong. Even stronger than he already was. And they didn't really talk about that in this video. But I think that's a possibility. What if Minato just gives all the chakra to Naruto, and he basically has a full nine-tailed chakra, all of the chakra. You know, he'll be pretty powerful, in my opinion. I think he'll have more chakra in him than Sasuke at that point, which I didn't talk about, which I just thought of right now. But that Genjutsu is a problem. I believe the Genjutsu that Shishu has could be problematic. You don't really, know too much about it. At least I don't. I know that it, like they said, you really don't even know you're in it. You're just doing what the user of the jutsu tells you to do. Kind of like when Itachi broke himself out of Kabuto's reanimation hold, and he made himself stop the reanimation. That was his mission. So it overrided what Kabuto, casted on him when he reanimated him. I don't know how the limitations of that jutsu, but for the sake of giving the Hokage an advantage, let's say that it is breakable. That as long as there's someone next to them, they could break it. But the thing is, like they said, how would they break it? Because they're already in it. Let's just say it's breakable for the sake, like I said, for the sake of the Hokage. Then as long as Naruto keeps a clone by each Hokage, I think they'll be fine when it comes to the Kodo Matsukami. So the Hokage could win, if in the right circumstances. Like they said, it can go either way. I think I agree with them when they say that. But if we're worst case scenario, the Kodo Matsukami isn't breakable. Worst case scenario, Sasuke does catch him in a Genjutsu that isn't breakable. It's GG's, man. I mean, I don't see Naruto stacking up against all the Hokage. Sasuke would overwhelm him, right? They'd stalemate or whatever, how it goes. And then the rest would just finish the job. It's just, in all reality, it's up to scenario. It's really up to the scenario that you envision. It's 50-50, man. Honestly, it's pretty close. Sasuke and Naruto are the key factors in this battle. It really depends on what they do and how things go. But yeah, that's a crazy fight. And like they said, the Susanos. What if they have the ability to mix Susanos or not? Who knows? Maybe Shishu has a Susanoo. We really even saw that because he died young. It's crazy. Who knows? Maybe Fugaku has a Susanoo. Who knows? We don't know. Another worst case scenario is that they all have Susanos. All of them. All of the Uchiha. The 7 strongest Uchiha, right? That would be a big problem for the Hokage. Hashirama would have to pull out his giant 1,000-hand Buddha statue thing and probably mix it in with Naruto. And Minato would probably have to give him the chakra that he has from the Nine Tails. And then you have a full Nine-tailed Kyuubi avatar mixed with Hashirama's giant wood shit, and that have to deal with the 7 Susanos. Most of them probably being perfect, like Madara's and Sasuke's, and who knows? I think Fugaku would probably have a perfect Susanoo with all the experience he's had in war and stuff. Obito, if he had both eyes. I don't think he has a Susanoo because he doesn't have both Sharingans since Kakashi has the other one. But he does have the Rinnegan. They did say they were using that version, so that would be a big problem. And like they said, Sasuke could also bring him back to life with Rene Rebirth. That's another problem. But yeah, guys, I could be here all day speaking about this. I love this topic. This one was very iffy. Like they said, it's a hard one to make because there's so many factors, so many jutsus that we have to take into consideration. It's really based on scenario, in my opinion. I could be here all day. Honestly, I like this topic so much. If you guys want a video from me on this, let me know, and I'll do my best to make a video because this one is one of the best topics I've heard and seen. I love this one. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I truly enjoyed this one a lot. One of my favorites. And I'm glad it was Seth the Programmer and Swagkage. Hopefully I do some Seth the Programmer videos soon. If you guys have any, let me know in the comments. But I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is Jay signing out. Peace.